Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan and Reese.
And today, we're going to be talking about the freaking lottery.
The lottery.
The lottery. Not the short story. Did you have to read that in high school?
No.
It was crazy. Can I tell you about it really
Yeah.
quick?
As long as it's
thanks.
in 30 seconds or less.
Okay, so basically, these people, they have to, draw, stop rushing me. You draw a slip and either it has a dot on it or it doesn't have a dot on it, and all the kids collect stones, and then basically if your slip has a dot on it, you get stoned to death.
Oh, yes, I have heard of this.
They don't tell you that that's what the lottery is, so all the little kids are like, oh my god, I want to win the lottery, and then you get stoned to death for population reasons. But anyways, the lottery. Do you play the lottery often?
Over the summer, I did quite a bit because I was having an existential crisis.
What kind?
So the song by Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For, came out over the summer.
Truth.
And it was not very helpful to me.
Me either.
And I was like, what am I good for? I'm not the best at anything. I'm just good at so many things. But that doesn't really help me with anything, being good at things. I need to be great at something.
Interesting.
And I feel like I'm not great at anything. I'm just good at a lot of different things. So people think that I'm good at things, when in reality, it's not that impressive. I'd rather be really good at one thing.
I'd rather be good at anything.
I forgot about this fact about you. So you're good at nothing, correct?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, so
I struggle with a lot of things. I try hard though.
You're not good at keeping my cord untangled, that's for damn sure.
No, I was good at that, darling.
But I'll forgive you for it. So what do you think you're good at? Just give me one.
Baking.
Yes.
Thank you,
that is good right there.
And I think that's all you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what you could do with that? You could start a fucking cooking channel.
So fucking true. I could be the next
What?
Lily. So wait, so you're saying you're not good at anything?
Can you think of one skill that I have that could be monetized in any way?
Playing the guitar and singing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because there's people that are way better than me.
Okay, so I think that with your personality plus playing guitar, I think that you could go far.
She's wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong. What does this have to do with the lottery, Ethan?
So anyway, I decided that I need just $1 million.
Okay.
And then I will buy my house and live in the woods forever.
Okay.
If I have just $1 million, I'd like maybe like 2-3 million.
Wouldn't we all?
Just as a buffer. But all I'm asking for is 1 million. And if I had that, I think I will say I think all of my problems would be solved by money. People say that money can't buy happiness, but it would buy me everything I needed to be happy. So I guess it could.
Really?
Because what do I want? I want a house. I want goats. I don't need to live with anyone. I am perfectly content living alone the rest of my life and only having people over when I want people over.
Really?
You know? Just completely secluded. And you know what I would do then? I'd work maybe 3 days a week and then have real long weekends.
Where would you work?
I don't care, anywhere.
But would you continue pursuing your education or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless it was like, I don't know. If I won the lottery and not just $1 million, if I won the lottery, you are never hearing from me again in terms of this college.
Oh.
Like, I'm out the second I get my fucking check. But if I win like $1 million, then it's more of a like,
slow burn?
Yeah, gotta kind of think about it a bit because $1 million won't last you as long as like 100 million.
You're so smart for that.
Yeah. So, which also I've heard before that it doesn't matter how much money you have. Who the fuck can't leave me alone right now?
Somebody's texting him.
It doesn't matter the amount of money you have because if you have it, you're gonna spend it, and I feel like I might be one of those people. So I feel like I could still probably go broke if I had like $1 billion versus $1 million.
You think you could spend $1 billion?
I could find a way. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd buy Twitter, Instagram. I'd buy it all.
But why?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I had that much disposable money, it wouldn't be a matter of why. It would just be like, just for the hell of it. Go to the moon, be Elon.
I'd go to the moon. No, I wouldn't. I don't know what I would do if I was rich.
I wouldn't go to the moon, but I'd send somebody to go to the moon and get me a piece of the moon.
Why?
Because I don't want to. You know how dangerous that is?
Yeah, pretty dangerous.
So I'd rather just have somebody go there for me and get me what I want.
Interesting. I like it. What would be your first purchase?
My first purchase?
Yeah.
A house.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So okay, but
Actually, no.
I don't believe
I'd be
you.
sillier with it.
Yeah,
I'd probably get like
I'd get like a McChicken.
Yeah.
My $1.19 McChicken and be like, fuck yeah.
I'd go to I would go to Speedway
Yeah.
and get
another lottery ticket.
an orange Fanta. Yeah, that's such a good idea. What was the first purchase you made after you won the lottery? A lottery ticket, baby.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it has to be something silly because if you're like a house, that's so boring. Like,
Well,
of course you got a
realistically,
fucking house
that's
as
gonna
your
be
first
like the
purchase.
first thing that I'm looking at.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to search for a house. Or you
If
gotta
I had $1
build.
billion, I'd buy one on site. I'd be like this one. If I change my mind later, oh well.
That's interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
But I want my house built because I am very particular.
Do you have any ideas for what you need, what you want in a
Yeah.
house?
So I want it in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
Enough room to have goats.
How many?
9
Okay.
probably. I want a lot of big trees around me. Have you ever seen the movie Hush? It's set in the middle of the woods, and basically she's deaf and a killer comes to kill
I
her.
have heard
So
this or
that's
seen
the
it.
kind of vibes I want with like the big ol' like it's the middle of a forest.
Mhm.
I don't want a very big house. I want it to look super like a log cabin on the outside,
Okay.
but way more modern looking on the inside.
Do you want a modern farmhouse?
Well, no.
Okay, good.
Because
My mom follows a Facebook page called Women Against Modern Farmhouses. But sorry to interrupt.
So basically, I want it to be like a log cabin, but I don't want it to be like
musty.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm understanding. So like a good cabin, a cottage, if you will.
Yeah. And
shit.
What else do I want? That's all I really need, to be honest. I want a hot tub. Honestly, I'd probably build myself an in-ground pool, but an indoor one. I don't
Really?
fuck with outdoor ones.
Why?
I'd have the glass all around it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't fuck with an outdoor pool.
Would it be connected to your home, or would it be like its own? Like, would you have a pool house?
No, it would be like you open the door to one of the rooms and like like the sliding glass door at your house. You just slide it open and there's the pool.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, because I don't fuck with outdoor pools.
Why?
Because they are such a fucking mess and I don't like to clean that much. And
do you want a chimney?
I do.
I love chimneys.
Because I want a really good fireplace.
Like
Actually,
fireplaces?
I've changed my mind. I do want it to be
Everything?
really musty on the inside. I want it to be like really old school.
That's what I want.
I also want like I just have very specific things. Like you know how those houses have like the inverted living rooms where it's like you walk down the steps to go in the living room. It's
like a conversation pit?
Yeah, that's what I want my living room to look like. And then I want a little what is it called? Like the little window that opens up and there's a fucking like lounge chair thing in front of it. You know, it's like a window. God, why can I not think of the name of it? It's something so simple. It's like I can't think of it. And then my bedroom, I want the roof to be slanted.
Why?
Just because I like it slanted.
Those are the vibes you give off.
And it'll have my bed in the center. And then I want one of those beds where you have to climb up the stairs. Like, have you seen the ones that it's like, it's not just the bed, it's like the bed surrounded by like this thing that encapsulates the bed.
Yeah.
So that's what I want for that. So now are you seeing what I mean by like, it's going to be a little more
Well, yeah.
like extravagant on the inside, but the outside it's just going to look like a cabin.
I understand. It'll be good.
Yeah. So that's the vibe.
Good.
What about you?
Thank you for asking. Can I read it for you? I got a list. Well, I want a kind of similar vibe. I want it in the woods. This has been a dream
Next
of
to a
mine.
lake too. I forgot to say that.
Me as well. This has been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. I've always wanted to live in the woods, and I've never understood having a very large house. I've always been like, I want to live in the woods in a very small home. But let me tell you what I need in my house. I want the outside to look like a log cabin. What the fuck? Where did my list go?
Oh, I also forgot to say this. I want a room.
Okay, I found
Like, have you seen Long Pond Studio sessions with Taylor Swift? How they have that room with just a shit ton of instruments?
it. Yeah.
That's what I want. I'm going to have like random instruments from like everywhere. So it's going to be actually probably going to have to be a bigger house than I would intend.
If you have an indoor pool, then yeah.
Yeah, if I have an indoor pool and like a
Instrument
music
room.
studio. But other than that, the space is going to be relatively small.
That's good. I'm excited for you. I really want a swing set. We're starting outside the house. I need a swing
What kind of
set.
swing set? Because I think I agree with you, but mine is very, like a very specific brand.
What brand?
Just the one that's the fucking plank of wood
Yeah, I
and
need
the
a
two
wooden
strings.
one, like a good one. Yeah, it can't be like a corny, cheesy, like green and red one. I need
Yeah.
it to be just a wooden swing set because I fucking love swing sets, guys. I want a wraparound porch. I love wraparound porches, so I can be a little grandma and sit on it and
I've
drink my
heard
coffee.
about this wraparound porch so many
I love
times.
wraparound porches. It has to be near a body of water. I want ducks. I want a big garden because I do like to garden, but it's so hard because like at home we don't really have space to because it's like I live in the suburbs, guys, and it's like
I'd have a garden too.
You live in the middle of nowhere though. You have the luxury of.
I do have a garden every year. Well, not anymore because now I live in the not middle of nowhere.
I need to live by at least one person I can talk to. I need a fireplace and a cuckoo clock. Yes, Ethan.
Could you get married and then solve the at least one person to talk to problem? I have a question for you.
Yeah, I could get married. Thank you for asking. Yes, continue.
I don't think I can live with somebody long term.
Why?
Or with the same bedroom at least.
I've thought about this. Continue.
I think I might need to have separate bedrooms
Really?
if I'm married.
Why?
Because I need at least a little bit of time to myself.
That's how I don't like sleeping with somebody else in the bed.
I've realized that this year when like people stay the night because
Sorry, I fell asleep at the foot of your bed the other day.
yeah, it makes me violently upset when I wake up and there's somebody in my bed.
Really?
Because
wow. Sorry. I would have tried to wake up then.
Just so triggering for me to wake up and there's somebody in my bed. But then I gotta be like, oh, it's just Reese. But like sometimes I'll wake up and there's somebody in my bed that I do not want to be in my bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? How do I get this person out of my room right now? Because I don't want to be mean, but it's like, why the fuck are you in my bed right now?
You did ask me that. Sorry, it wasn't my intent really. I was watching Harry Potter.
Well,
and I fell asleep and
it was fine. That time was fine because, yeah.
But anyways.
But I also don't like. That's also why I don't like sleeping over at people's house, because I just like being able to go to bed and waking up and not having somebody next to me.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, how you start your day is so important to how the rest of your day is going to go. And if you start your day in a bed with somebody else, then they have the power to dictate the start of your day.
And if I start the day in a bed that feels like a brick, at your
Whose
house,
bed feels like that?
yours, then it's like,
If I had a better bed, would you sleep over?
yeah, here's the thing. I think for our apartment next year, I need to have 2 beds in my room. So that if I have people over, they can just sleep in the other bed. And then my problem is
Can they
completely
sleep with
solved.
me?
Yeah,
Really
I'll be
good.
like,
And
okay.
you're done with them, be like, yeah, go across the hall, room one. That's where Reese lives.
And then you'll be in there with the candles all around you and rose petals, and you'll just be like,
What? No.
what?
I'll be sitting there like,
You'll
all smiley.
pull out a notebook, and they'll walk in, and you'll be like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting guests. And there's a sign that says welcome. Fireworks that go off when they open the door, and some saxophone tunes start playing. What?
Who are you? Wow, I'm so excited.
That's good.
Thank you. But anyways, God, sorry my bed's so uncomfortable. I like my bed. I've actually thought about that. Can I tell you something?
No.
Okay, so every time that I've slept over at your house, when I wake up in the morning, my hips hurt so bad because of how soft your bed is, and my hip like curves in, and then my back hurts the next day.
Then don't lay on your side.
Anyways,
I don't know why you like such stiff beds. I feel like it's
so then it supports my hips, my womanly hips, so that they don't sink and fall, and then my hips don't hurt the next day.
so you would not fuck up a water bed.
No, wouldn't. Also, don't fuck up air mattresses. I don't like.
Oh my god, I hate air mattresses.
Glad we're on the same page.
You know what? I think I can get behind. See, the problem with your mattress is it's stiff and you can feel the springs in it
I
slightly.
can't feel the springs. You're paying too much attention to my bed.
Mine is like plushy. You can never feel the springs because it's too plushy.
It's too plushy. It hurts my hips.
But I do have a
anyways,
really
let me
stiff
tell you
pillow.
something.
How do you feel about? So I have 2 pillows in my bed. Have you experienced them both?
Yes, I made a comment about them last time. Literally last night.
So there's the one that's like the floofy one that's like
Mhm.
super soft, and then there's the stiff one. I only ever use the stiff one.
I like a hard pillow.
I can't get behind a soft pillow.
I agree.
So I see where you're coming from.
Thanks.
But I think you're wrong.
That's okay. Can I tell you something else then?
Yeah.
Here's my problem. Well, to be honest, I don't think I'll ever get married. But I need to get married because if I'm going to be living in the woods, I'm a little bit scared of the dark.
Me too.
Actually, a lot of bit scared of the dark. And I don't think I'll be able to sleep alone in the woods by myself. Alone.
So if we live across the lake from each other, I think it'll solve a lot of our problems.
Why?
But also, here's the thing. I've thought about that a lot too because I want to live alone, but I also can't live alone because
I'll be so scared.
every time I go home for the weekend and like I'm watching the dogs or something and my parents leave and it's just me in the house, it freaks me out so much.
So scary. Oh, even when my parents are home over the summer, like there were nights where I would stay up until 7 or 8 in the morning because I was so terrified that somebody was going to kill me in my sleep.
I think maybe that might just be a you problem.
Oh, it is. I know. But that's why I need somebody to sleep next to me because then it's like.
But you not in the bed, just next to you. You want them to
I
sleep
guess-
on the floor?
Actually, no. I take it back. I don't mind if somebody sleeps in the bed, but there has to be a good amount of space between us.
I think maybe my hatred for people sleeping in the bed stems from the fact that it's always people that are uninvited that I wake up and they're in my bed.
Interesting.
Because this has come up more recently. Like last year, I was fine with. I didn't like going to and sleeping in other people's beds just because I liked the familiarity.
Yeah.
But I was fine with having people sleep in my bed. Like it didn't bother me. This year,
You can't
I
do
could kill anybody who sleeps in my bed.
Wow. Next time that I watch a movie at your home, I'm going to make sure to set a lot of alarms to make sure there is no
No,
possible
because I think
way
I would kill you if you
I fall asleep.
fucking woke me up to an alarm. I think I would kill you
No,
even
I'm
harder.
saying So just I wake up and then I can leave.
But if you're setting an alarm, I'm gonna definitely wake up to it.
So then maybe I just can't watch a movie with you ever again.
Never, unless it's at like 12.
PM?
Yeah.
Okay. Deal.
But yeah, the lottery.
Oh, my brother. Okay, well, I never finished what I was talking about.
What were we talking
You
about?
asked me what I wanted my house to be like. And you were like, so, about sleeping with other people. Yeah, I just need it to be good. I want it to be so eclectic. And I need it to be all of the knickknacks in the world. And you know how I have my walls right now where I just have random shit hung on them?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like that the entire fucking house. And it's gonna be so good and it's gonna be so
Would you hang
colorful.
up a deer head?
No, but there will be a peacock on my mantle.
If I shot you a deer, would you hang it up?
If you decorate it, yeah, and make it pretty.
Decorate it? What do you mean?
Like give it her eyelashes and like
No, see, here's the thing. I think I need a really, really aggressive, like, what is it called? A taxidermy animal
yeah.
that I can decorate based on which holiday it is.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I would do.
imagine me having a fucking taxidermied bear that's standing upright like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put on, it's Halloween, let's give him a little pumpkin head. Or like, you know what I mean?
I know
Christmas,
exactly.
he's wearing some Christmas lights, put on a Santa hat.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I'd have like the ceramic garden geese.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'd have those and I'd decorate them out front with the same sort of concept. I'd dress them up.
I thought of another thing while you were talking that I need, because I started thinking
Were
about
you
the
listening to
bathroom.
when I was talking? Or were you just thinking?
Yeah, because I heard what you said
Yeah.
about your things on the walls. Because then I followed it up with a thing on the wall. So,
Continue.
I want one of those bathtubs with like I want a really big bathtub,
A jacuzzi?
but I don't want it to be. You know how a lot of bathtubs are like connected to the wall?
Yes. No wall. Why?
No wall.
What shape do you want it to be?
It's going to be one of those, like, I think it's bear claw. Is that what they're called? It's like just the ones that it's just the bathtub and it's got the little fancy little feet on it. And it's really deep.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically just a bowl.
I love those.
And I'm going to have that, and then I'm going to have a bunch of little tables around it.
Have you ever been to Max and Irma's?
No.
It's a restaurant, but they had a Sunday bar and it was in one of those bathtubs.
But yeah, that's what I want. But I also want a shower too.
Well, yeah, I would hope as a grown man you wouldn't be only bathing.
Yeah. But I want one of the ones that, a really long one.
Well, you would need a long one because you're tall.
I mean long this way, not long this way.
Wait, long what? Shower or bath?
This way. A long shower.
Oh, I thought you were talking about bath still. I was like, well, yeah. Wait, so you want a tall shower, you're saying?
Tall and long. Like, so you could fit multiple people in it.
Why do you need to fit multiple people in your shower?
If you could. I really like to dance and put on a performance in the shower.
So do I.
And so also it needs to be really dimly lit with some disco lights.
Good.
The bathroom is a very important aspect of my life.
I want my bathroom to have a window on the roof. You know what I'm talking about? So you get that natural light. And I also want a lot of plants in my bathroom and all over. But not that many. But a fireplace as well.
Yeah. As for kitchens, I don't really have a kitchen preference.
Oh my! I do. My kitchen needs to be so good, and I need like an entire drawer that is designated for all of my baking supplies. And I need my KitchenAid there. And I want my kitchen to be green.
I gotta think for a minute.
Go for it.
My kitchen, well, I need it to be like opened up where all the things are. It has to have tall ceilings because I hate the little enclosed kitchen, especially the one I have right now.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Other than that, I don't really cook, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I'm gonna be having so many dinner parties for all of the people I love. So I need such a big dining table, and I need a big island so I can prepare all my food. Yeah. Kitchen is very important to my home.
Oh, that's another thing. I need like a separate area for like alcohol and stuff, like a bar.
Whoa, you need a full bar?
I think the bar will be outside though. I think I'll have an outside porch and stuff.
Will you be staying in Michigan?
No.
So will you be going somewhere where it's warm year round?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
United States?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, the lottery.
The lottery. Do you get upset when you don't win?
Yeah. Every time, actually.
Me too.
Because every time I think it's my time.
So do I. Over the summer, I kind of developed a bit of a gambling addiction, I would say. Habit, maybe even. I would say more so than an addiction. And
I feel like that's what they all say.
okay. And what are you drinking, by the way?
Hot chocolate with 2 shots of whatever the energy shots are.
Pop off. Yeah, over the summer I would play, because I don't know, it was like whatever, like I'm at Speedway. I don't want to fucking bev. Whoa, ugh, you can see my whole leg. Sorry. I want a lottery ticket instead. So I'd buy my lottery ticket, but I'd never ever won.
Yeah.
Also, question. I already know the answer, but I'm going to pretend like I don't. Do you auto pick your numbers or do you pick them yourself?
I pick them myself because apparently auto picking your numbers is better odds. But listen, it's not better odds.
No.
You can't tell me
cheating.
Statistics. They won't work for me because I'm intuitive.
Exactly. I have a deep connection with the universe.
Let me tell the people something about the one day that I got 3 of the numbers.
It was crazy.
And I won $7. I never went and got it, but
You didn't.
3 out of, if I would have gotten 2 more numbers, you guys, I would be a millionaire right now.
You probably wouldn't be speaking. If you win the lottery, we keep our podcast.
Yeah, we've talked about this, like the first episode.
Really?
We talked about like, oh, how long will we have our podcast for? And I was like, no, if I live in a different country, we're still doing this.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. We'd fly out to see each other.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Especially if I win the lottery, that was one of the things I thought about over the summer was if I win the lottery, our podcast is going to have the biggest set redesign of all time. It's going to be like the best lighting, the best microphones, everything. That's going to be like the first big investment I make. It's like
Wow.
Unpacked is having a complete revamp.
That's crazy. I'm so honored. But yeah, I didn't know that it was like out of the ordinary to do, or I didn't know it was strange to pick your own numbers. But over the summer when the Powerball was like $1 billion or whatever, my mom went and she casually was like, "Give me 20." She fucking bought 20 lottery tickets. She still didn't win. But apparently that's also normal to just like buy them in bulk. I didn't know that either. But
I'm not getting down with that.
neither am I. I was like, that's so unfun. Like, it has to be like once every few weeks. It's like, you know what I need to do right now? Buy a lottery ticket.
Which is also probably the reason that we're never going to win. Because.
Who the fuck does he think he is?
But listen.
Listening still.
I think. So, my professor brought this up in regards to suicide, but I'm going to use that in this case.
Okay, but can this case wait?
We can talk about suicide in a minute.
Bye.
We'll be back.
Oh! Today, I'm here to tell you what you need to do if you have a shitty life and you want it to be exponentially better. You know what you need to do? You need to get the fuck out of your fucking bed and buy an Awala bottle. A water bottle. Can I tell you guys, Ethan, have I told you how amazing this bottle is?
You have several times.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
So first, this one is like 32 ounces. So much water. I drink a lot of water, so let me tell you something. I drink like 6 of these a day, and I'm shaking off the fucking walls. But let me tell you. You go. Thank you. Thanks. Hey, you're so good at backing me up. Thank you. So let me tell you this. But first, can I get closer? Am I allowed to get closer?
Of course.
Good. Thank you. Guys. Whoa. You guys have never seen me this close. Don't I look beautiful? Look at my bangs. Anyways, you fucking go like this, and you can swing it around like a sexy little purse. Then
It's your clutch.
it's
for
my
the party.
fucking clutch.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Oh my god! Oh,
How does it do that? Does it
God.
always do? Okay.
I don't even have to fucking tip it back, because guess what? There's a straw. Not only is there a straw, there's also, my mic's the wrong way, there's a fucking spout. So if I want, I can tip it back, but need
Can I
not
try?
be. Ethan, take a sip for me. How was it?
Now, Reese and I have a couple classes together.
Oh my
And
god.
she always lets me have her water. And let me tell you something. She puts
Tell
ice
us.
in this
Uh-huh.
once a day.
Once a day,
And
guys.
it stays in there for the rest of the day.
Rest of the fucking day.
She refills this thing like 3 times. That water stays in there the
Ice
whole
fucking
time.
cold. Best water bottle you'll ever have. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, how am I going to get my hands on one of these? So you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to owala.com. That's OWALA.com. And you're going to add the fucking water bottle to your cart. And then guess what you're going to do once it's in your cart?
Can I tell him?
You can tell them, Ethan.
You are going to type in promo code Clarice.
What was that? Clarice, my formal fucking government name?
Clarice. Clarice. And you will get 20% off.
20% off!
20% off!
20% off of a water bottle that will change your life. Do you hear me? Thank you.
This is our first official sponsor on this show.
So thank you, Owala. We appreciate it.
We love it so much. You guys, please support, because we are both broke as a 90-year-old falling down 2 flights of stairs. So please go support them. They're amazing. And is this your personal favorite color?
Personal favorite color
let
out
me
of
tell
every
you.
color that's ever been there.
They have a new one called the Creamsicle.
Yeah.
I think I need to get that one. And you know what I'm going to do to get it?
What?
I'm going to go to the website. What's it called?
Fucking Owala. That's OWALA.com.
And I'm going to type in what?
CLARICE into the promo code section.
And what am I going to get if I do that?
You're going to get 20% off.
20% off?
20%
What
off.
the
What
fuck?
the fuck is right,
This
brother?
is the best deal ever, probably.
I think this is the best day of my life.
This is the best day of my life.
Thank you. Glad we're in agreement.
Anyway.
Make it the best day of yours. Go to owala.com.
We are back.
So back to suicide.
So in terms of suicide, my professor was talking about how the worst thing about suicide is that he feels like people don't have any hope for themselves.
Okay.
And he's like, because if you had at least a little bit of hope for yourself, you wouldn't kill yourself, because you're like, well, what if tomorrow is my day to finally, like, for everything to go well for me?
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about buying lottery tickets, because if I stop now, it's like, well, what if the next one I was going to win? And I think that's what people with addictions do. So that's their thought process. Like, well, if I can't stop, because if I don't buy this next one,
I guess.
then this could be the one. And wouldn't that be so shitty if it was?
Is this your professor who's a priest?
Yes.
Priests love to use. Wait, but did he use the analogy of a lottery or no?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
I just made that connection myself because
you'd be a good priest. Growing up, their sermons were always like, you can't keep wondering why nothing good in your life is happening if you never pray to God, because it's like the lottery. You can't expect to win the lottery if you never buy a ticket. You can't expect to go to heaven if you never pray to God. So you'd be a good priest, is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, I can't stop now because I've already, like, if I...
You're too far in.
Yeah.
I understand.
Do you have a list of people who you would give the money to?
Not like a written list, but I know who I'd give the money to.
Am I on the list?
But, yeah.
I have a list.
Am I on your list?
It's a written list. I think you were like the first name I put on it. Because I was like, I have a specific amount that everybody gets. If I win like the jackpot, if I win $1 million, I'm sorry, I got to keep it for myself.
Yeah. Wait, no. Will we take me to Dairy Queen? We get me a balloon.
Yeah, I'll do something like that. Actually, if I win $1 million, I'll still redesign our podcast set.
Really?
Not as
Don't waste your
extravagantly.
money on that. Just buy me a blizzard.
No, because I feel like if we got a redesign, it
Then
would
we'll go
pay
big
off.
and we'll
Yeah.
make money anyways. Just
So,
thinking.
but I would probably still do that.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm saying like I wouldn't give people just like here's 50,000, here's 50,000. It would be more like I'd get them gifts and stuff. But I have, if I win the jackpot, a written amount that everybody gets.
That's crazy. If you were to win the jackpot right now, would you give it to them right now, or would you?
Well, my brother's on the list, and he wouldn't get it right now because he's 13. And I don't
I feel
think
like your brother has been 13 for like 6 years. I don't believe you.
I don't think he is going to be smart enough to use his money right now at the age of 13. But everybody else would get it right away, unless they told me they didn't want it right away. Like if you were like, no, give it to me in a couple more years, then I'd be like, okay.
If we had a big falling out and we weren't friends in a couple of years, would you still give it to me?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Which is why you should probably take it when I offer it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Because I really am bad at making... See... I don't want to say I have commitment issues, because I don't think I do, except for when it's in terms of money. Because for whatever reason, I was raised to be, like, incredibly frugal with everything. Which is, like, so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, everything is, like, I have to save.
Well, here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
When I think about the lottery, if I win $1 billion, not one person is getting 100 million.
What do you mean?
Like at most, somebody's getting 10 million. If I win $1 billion and I'm giving away like a couple million here and there, to be honest with you, it's $1 billion. I don't really need that much money.
That's true, but I just get so anxious. Like, I couldn't decide if I wanted to buy a sweet tea yesterday.
I know. I was there, and it was actually really weird.
I know, but I was like, do I really want a sweet tea? Do I need a sweet tea? Is that really what I want to drink and spend my money and time on? But anyways, if I have such a large sum of money, I don't trust my brain. I think there's something wrong with me. And I think that to make such a big decision, I think I would freak out.
But what about it you got to think about it in terms of if I have $1 billion and I give someone 1 million, that's like going and buying a sweet tea.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I guess you're right. But how long is your list? How many people are on it?
There's maybe 10 people maximum.
Because that's what I'm thinking. My list would be very short.
And most of them, it's like, actually, my list is probably down to like 6 now. I had to cut some people off the list.
Down to 6?
Yeah.
Can I ask questions?
Actually, I can think of, I probably shouldn't say who. Should I?
Yeah, I think you should. I'll tell you who's on mine.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You go first.
My brother, my sister, my mom and my dad, but they get the same amount.
What do you mean, but they get
like
the same amount?
It goes to the same account, so it doesn't matter. You and my friend Maddie and my friend Janae. That is my list.
Good list.
Some people got cut off recently, but I'll let you share before I talk about that.
Okay. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my cousins.
See, now I feel like you're already getting too far out.
Well, I only have 3.
Are you close with them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's sorry guys, it wouldn't be a lot, but it would be like, I really do love them and I care about them, and it would be like, I don't know.
So my thought process is with that is like, these people are getting some as soon as I win. If other people that I care about like need money at some point, this is not saying that you can come ask me for money if I win the lottery. because I will be very specific with it.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not the person that if someone's like, "Can I please have $1,000?" I'm not gonna be like, "Yeah, here's $1,000," no matter
Yeah.
how much money I have. It's like, okay, well, what do you need it for?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, those are like the people who just no matter what. And honestly, you'll probably get more in gifts and stuff too. Like, to be honest, if I win the lottery, I'm gonna be the best gift giver you have ever met in your entire life.
Really.
Yeah, because not only I feel like I am really good at coming up with good gift ideas. I feel like it would be even better if I had like an infinite budget for them. Because then it'd be like
true.
everything that I think of that I'm like, actually, that's not logical at all. I can't buy Reese a hippo. You know? Like
I understand what you mean. And since I wouldn't have to be working to make money, I would have all the time in the world to make as many crafts for people as I could ever hope for. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, my cousins, it would be more so, I guess, than like what you're saying. It would be more of like a, if you guys need something, and I would give them gifts and stuff. But
and I think
whoa, so my list is 5 people.
my list is open to change too, because
Oh, well, I would assume.
I feel like the people on it, but I can think of a couple people that they're right on the cusp right now.
Really?
They're like, we're almost good enough friends that I'd be like, yeah. But it takes a lot. And it takes very little to be removed from the list, I'd say.
I don't think there's anybody else I want to give money to.
Also, let me say this for all the people watching. My friend Reese here is the only decent person around here. And
in Allendale?
Yeah, I'd say
Thanks,
so.
I appreciate it.
And well, I'd also say Cam, because Cam got it right away as well. And honestly, I think I told Maddie, and Maddie got it too. So, you know what? Maybe it is just Grace. Maybe she's the only one who doesn't get it. But anyway, so yeah. My list of people that I hate is growing. My list of people who are going to get money from the lottery is shrinking.
Do you have a written list of people that you hate?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But I can tell you it's grown by at least 2 people over the last weekend.
2?
2. Can you not think of the other one?
Is it a man?
Yeah. So here's the thing, you guys.
Wow.
I hate a lot of men. And I think I said this our very first episode. There was only like 2 or 3 men that I didn't hate.
And then you redacted it to 1.
Over the course of this semester so far, it got up to maybe like 10.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13 that I didn't hate.
That's what I've been thinking.
And now, you know where we are?
Where?
1.
Who?
I'm not going to say who, because they know who they are. But yeah.
Interesting. Let me see. Is it your dad?
No.
Okay. Do you hate your father?
Somewhat.
Why? Because he's a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm going to take family members out of the equation, because I feel like
I agree.
you can't really... Yeah. But in terms of just people, there's 1.
Okay.
And I will also say it's the same one that it was last time. So, consistency, I guess. It always comes back around to 1 person. Just 1. And that's that I don't hate.
I don't think I hate you.
Yes.
But you're definitely a man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can confirm I do hate you.
Good. I don't know where my list would be.
Can you think of 1 man you don't hate?
I would say you, but maybe not.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I hate you.
Good to know we have a podcast together. 15 episodes strong
But
in the second season.
I don't hate you. Hate is a very strong word.
Um,
But
I agree, and that's why I use it.
I don't think I hate anybody.
Really?
No.
Nobody.
But
You've told me before when you were just a little bit upset that you hated people.
really?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's not that strong of a word.
I don't know. My thinking is a little
Do you want
cloudy.
a list of people I hate?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is subject to change. This is probably the least stagnant list ever in my life.
Okay.
Is the list of people I hate.
Okay.
Currently, it's not that large.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
After I don't like you for so long, it eventually just becomes like, I don't like you, but I'm not going to actively think about how much I don't like. So when I say hate, it's like people I actively dislike.
Oh. Okay. So. Okay.
Oh, and I can't remember her name. Maybe like me something.
Nisha?
Is that her name?
The one who doesn't like you because Aubrey?
Yes. 3 people that I actively dislike because I think she is really, really shitty.
She is. Yeah. She made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I bet she makes a lot of people uncomfortable looking like that.
Well, I wasn't even talking about her looks.
Oh, but you can agree, right?
I can.
She looks kind of silly looking.
But to come to me and for me to tell you that, anyways, whatever. Just weird. Like, she knew damn well we're friends. Why is she trying to get me to talk shit about you?
And
Like,
why
that's
did
so
she think
weird.
she was such like a mastermind manipulator?
I don't know. She's like, what do you really think about him?
It's like,
I'm
girl.
he's great. Love him to death.
And then
He's one of my
everybody.
closest friends, and she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, what did you think I was gonna say? Like,
who does she think she is? Like, she has never been around ever.
no.
And then she comes around one day thinking she's the shit, and then everybody tells me about it afterwards, and it's like, oh, also the person who stole Reese's speaker.
Fuck you! Okay, I think that on my list is just every man to ever exist except for you. You cannot be on it. And I don't think I'm actively hating anybody right now.
I can agree. Every man.
So much going on in my head. Probably myself, guys. Everybody else, all the men, and then Reese. That's also the people on Ethan's kill list. So
yeah.
But anyways, I don't know who
else. If I won the lottery, I'd run for president and fund the campaign on my own, and I would try my best to enact a law that I could kill as many men as possible. Like,
do you continue?
Do I what?
Do you still want to kill all the ugly people? Because that was like so early on to me meeting you. You were like, if I became president, I'd kill all the ugly people. And I was like,
yes.
Who is this
because
man?
listen,
who the fuck does he think he
what is it called? What is the term for like when you just kill off all the people because you want certain genes?
I don't remember. It's what Hitler was trying to do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's better because mine is not racially motivated. It's just
based on appearance.
Yes.
So it's entirely subjective to you, I assume.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Which also, I think I might need other people's opinions because sometimes I get a little silly with who I think is attractive and who I think is ugly. What?
Will you keep me out of pity?
Yeah.
I promise I won't have sex with anybody.
We have to have our podcast still, and it would be really hard if I ordered a hit on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then everyone would just be like, who the fuck is she? Why is she still here? I'd be bullied so. Anyways,
well,
it doesn't matter.
I'm not setting that high of standards. It's like, would I? No offense, but like, do I find you attractive?
Well, you already said no. Remember the whole day you were like, you can't be friends with somebody unless you think they're attractive a little bit. But not you. You're fucking ugly. I was like,
I did not say that.
Like, this is yeah.
That's in our podcast episode. They can watch back the tapes. I never said that.
He didn't say that extreme, but it's basically what he meant. And I was like, Okay, I feel like you're digging into me a little bit too hard.
It was
Okay.
so unwarranted too.
It always is. The other day we're walking home from the pool. He goes, "Huh?" I go, "What?" He goes, "You're really funny looking. I've never looked at you this close." Okay. Can I not just walk in
Sorry.
peace?
Well, I had looked over and I'm like,
It's
wow.
always like that too.
But-
One day I was just trying to fucking go out onto my porch to look at the stars. He goes, "Hey!" I go, "What?" He goes, "You look really ugly right now."
No, you got to tell him the full story. What you were wearing.
I was in my own home and it was like 2 a.m. and I was in my fucking pajamas. I was in a big shirt. And he goes, "You look really ugly right
No,
now."
I didn't say really ugly. I said really bad.
Sorry, bad. And I said, "Fuck you."
You did look really bad. You came out hair disheveled, a shirt. It didn't look like you were wearing pants because your shirt was so long, and you walked out like this, shoulders forward, and you went.
So I didn't know I had to fucking put on. I didn't know I had to be like
But I,
Ethan Outman.
I never
Jesus,
said
bro.
you did. I never said that you were supposed to be any different. I just said you looked really bad.
I know, but it was so uncalled for. I was having such a good night.
No, you weren't. You
Yes,
walked
I
out like
was.
this.
I was having a good night.
Okay.
I don't know anything. I went out to go look at the fucking stars.
And I was just letting you know, just in case
I
you
hadn't
wanted.
talked to you all night either.
But
Anyways, this doesn't matter.
But just in case you were to go out anywhere, I wanted you to know.
I wasn't going anywhere, and you knew that.
You did.
Well.
You did later though. You walked
No.
outside with controversial Grace.
On the balcony?
No, didn't you walk out further later?
Oh, yeah, I did. I forgot about that.
And
I had to pee.
And didn't you say that some people were laughing at you outside?
They were, but also, I don't care.
But in case you did, I was letting you know.
I ever cared?
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your head. I was just letting you know.
Thank you.
I was
Thanks,
trying
so
to
you were
be.
looking out for me?
Yeah, I was trying to look out for you.
Thanks for always looking out for me. He's always got my back. But anyways, thanks
Just
for
trying to
not
look out
killing
for
me.
you.
I know, but the way that I was thinking about this earlier.
The way I look out for people is a little bit mean.
Yeah.
I don't
You know?
mean-
I was thinking about this when I was making pizza today. I was like, you know what? The way that Ethan, he's always right. He's literally always right, but he's too fucking abrasive, and that's why nobody wants to listen to him. He's so abrasive.
My parents
in the
tell
way
me
that
this
he
all the
approaches
time.
literally everything. Where it's like, no, fuck you, you piece of shit, because you're always like, you look stupid and fucking ugly right now, and then I'm like, fuck you. But it's like, no, he's right, but he could just be a little bit more kind about it, and I'd take his advice. But you're always too mean, and not mean, I'd say just abrasive. You're very abrasive with your words. But
Since I was like 10, my parents have told me this.
Yeah.
They said, because I'd argue with my parents all the time, and they
Mhm.
said, to be honest with you, most of the time, what you're saying makes complete sense if you sit down and think about it. But nobody wants to take what you're saying and
No.
like say you're right because the way you say things is so mean.
Your delivery is so harsh.
But it's like, I don't know. Like, to me, what's the difference between me saying you look really bad right now or maybe like, hey, if you go out, like, to me personally, I find it more offensive if somebody tries to cushion it. Like, if somebody's
cushion it, just like I don't know. I don't think it's cushioning. Just not being like, you look so bad right now. Like I wasn't even talking to you.
I know, but if I were like, if someone were to talk to me and be like, you look really bad right now, then I'd be like, fuck, let me go change.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if somebody was like, hey, if you want to go out, you might want to change. I'd be like, fuck you. Just be real with me right now. I don't like, that's another problem I've always had is I don't like people who are like, passive aggressive.
Yeah, I don't like passive aggressive people.
I can't do passive aggressive people because I've tried before. I can't be passive aggressive. It's just normal aggression. It's like,
what?
If somebody's like, nice of you to choose that shirt today. I'm like, nice of you to choose those fucking pants that you're fucking, those holes right there. Why does it look like you're a fucking squeeze tube right now? Out those holes. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Because it's like, if you're going to say something rude, at least commit to it.
I guess that's fine.
I don't like it when people can't fully commit.
I agree. I think that passive aggression is the worst.
Because being a fucking asshole, but you're not going to admit to being an asshole.
I agree. And you're gonna try to fucking conceal it. But anyways.
I think we gotta have a closing remarks. So
not a lot about the lottery.
in talking about lotteries, we found that I guess we decided what we'd buy with our houses. We didn't really talk about anything else.
I think that's all we both really want.
Yeah, we talked about I talked about people I don't like. We talked about our hatred for men, per usual. And
we didn't talk about being pissed on though at all though. So
no.
Put it there, brother!
We went an episode without talking about piss. But now that you brought it up, it's kind of counterintuitive. Because now we have talked about piss this episode.
You gotta keep the streak, brother.
Or could you say the stream?
Oh my god, how did I get the funniest co-host?
We found out that I am in fact always right. Yeah, but I'm just a bitch. Bad. And in closing, I'm planning on winning the lottery soon.
Me as well.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
To leave. Because I think I need to leave.
Where are you gonna go?
Anywhere. I need to get out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.